What up, besties? It's your girl Sheridan, and I am back with yet another video. Did y'all get into this last episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? I am late, but better late than never. I can already tell y'all that I don't like Courtney, nor do I like Kenya's Farrah Fawcett wig in the confessional towards the end of the episode. So let's get into both of these after the intro.
Mayday.
All right, y'all. So I was late reviewing the show because I was late watching the show, honey. I celebrated Mother's Day with my mom and my family, and then celebrated my birthday 2 days after. I ain't to have time to sit up and listen to these women argue over Martell Hope. Martell Hope, child. Anyway, let's talk about it. I don't want to go scene for scene and talk about everything. I just wrote a couple notes here and let's talk about it. Courtney. So when she had the conversation, we see that the producers flashed to the conversation that Courtney had with Sheree and Sonya. I'm going to tell you something. That conversation didn't bit most it well with my spirit. It was anti-black to say that Candy brought out the ghetto people. Excuse me? Let me tell you something, because if anybody of any other race had set up on national TV and said something like that, heads will roll. Heads would roll. There would be real change.org petitions going out. And not like the one y'all had with Carlos trying to get him kicked off his own show. No, like a real one. Because there's no way y'all finna sit up here and say that this black woman brought out ghetto people. What? What? It's anti-black. I don't like it. And the fact that Sheree, but see, Sheree, you've been doing anti-black stuff for a while now. And it just cracks me up how at the end you tried to do this whole victimization and you can't call black men and women aggressive. Well, Martell was being aggressive, and we'll get to that in a second. But girl, not you trying to be pro-black now. You have sat up and let a lot of anti-black stuff go on before you, and you cackle. You let what's the girl name? Kim Zolciak sit up in the bathroom with Andy and had a white power moment and let Kim Zolciak say, "You got me on the couch with five black women," and you said nothing. You're still friends with her, and that was mighty funny to you. Today, or in this episode, Courtney is saying that Candy brought out the ghetto people, and that's mighty funny to you. But somehow the mention of Martell, who is aggressive, or at least was displaying aggressive behavior towards Kenya, her calling him that is somehow not okay. Girl, bling your weave and leave me alone. Leave me right on alone. I didn't like it. I think it was anti-black and it was disgusting. I therefore do not like Courtney. Moving on. Kenya and Martell. This is exhausting. I will say this. Martell irritates me because he is aggressive. We saw that display. Oh, we've seen it displayed several times on his show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we're seeing it displayed on this show. Although he later tries to talk with a soft voice and make everything Kenya's fault. Just because a woman says something you don't like, or even says you did something, which you did do, why you gotta yell at her? Why? Moving on. I can't stand Martell. Moving on. Who we got next here? Sonya's fake. And I'm not going in order. I just got my bullet points and I'm going from there. Sonya's fake. And she's been fake since last season. So Candy, I'm glad you called her out for not defending you, but I hope you didn't expect Sonya to defend you. And I initially thought, like, you know what, she could be one of those people who doesn't like confrontation. And then my mind, my mental Rolodex rolled back to last season. She ain't mind confrontation with Drew at all. She embraced it. She started it. But now she can't just check a new girl for basically saying Candy brings out ghetto people. Like, it's y'all disgusting. Y'all disgusting. Next, Don Juan is messy. Of course, we already knew this. We have seen him be messy before, but him reenacting everything and him being like, I had to get my friend up out of there. Ooh, and when Kenya was asking what was happening, him reenacting it. You know what? Y'all, and I'm subscribed to Don Juan's Unapologetically channel, so I'm not trying to shade him. But y'all was trying to get him this white wife a few weeks ago. And I'm just going to be honest. I never bought that. I know Don Juan posted the picture of him and this white lady. But I never bought that. Not because the lady was white, but just, I don't mean no harm. But I just definitely thought that Don Juan was Gay's birthday tablecloth. No shade. I'm just telling y'all. So, yeah, I was never buying the white wife story. Next we see Candy and Ty meet with Philip at Blaze, and I'm still mad that Philip is a homosexual. Like, is that okay to say that? I am upset because I want Philip. Philip is fine. Philip, if you ever want to turn the corner and get into women's, call me. Call me. Okay, email me. My business email is down below. Just make the subject, I want you to. Okay, make the subject, I want you to. And I immediately, when that man came across the screen, I was like, I want you. And I want you to want me too. Said I want you to want me, baby, just like I want. Come on, Marvin Gaye. Just like I want you. All right. And so Tyler lets us know he want to open a restaurant, another restaurant. He want to open a Mexican restaurant and then a pizza restaurant. And Candy's like, why those are not your passions? He like, I ain't never made as much money as I did when I opened a restaurant, and I could use that to fund my own movies. Yeah, especially Candy, when you ain't getting behind them. So, in walks their shot up cousin Melvin, and as soon as they started making small talk and eating yet another fried chicken wing, let me pause. I'm glad some of y'all was feeling me on the chicken wing commercial. And then they played it again today, and I just kept looking. And with this scene, I'm like, oh my God. Ooh, I just feel uncomfortable with this. Yeah, I do. I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling uncomfortable with this fried chicken. So the producer steps in and this scene, and he wants them to discuss the shooting. And basically they can't because it's a legal matter and they're in litigations. Sheree says in the confessionals, we don't know when we go to OLG if we're going to get biscuits or bullets. Well, Sheree, we don't know when we go to She Buy She Can't Pay if we're going to get Shein Fashions or Blank Page. But we still moving on. We're still yet holding on. Amen. So Kenya and her baby meet with this newbie, Akila and the Bee, and her baby. Child, I thought that was Aaliyah's face, the YouTuber girl with a 4C wig on. But anyway, they meet and they talking about the Martell situation, and I just didn't care. So later we see the producers and Sheree are playing in our faces. So the caption says, She by Sheree Distribution Center. And I just want this girl to please stop playing with me. Like, I know you are lying. You're fulfilling these orders in your basement, sis. And that's okay. This stuff is white label, and that's okay. Y'all shouldn't have named it the She by Sheree Distribution Center. It should have had the name of the actual business, because these girls had Ecom on their shirts. So it could have said Ecom, the place that that Sheree paid these two people to distribute her stuff. Cause she got a sectional, she got a little section on the bookshelf with her stuff, and that's it. Like, y'all not finna play in our face and say this the She by Sheree Distribution Center. Like, please stop telling me that the sky is teal when I know it's blue. Anyway, Sheree lets us know she gonna talk to Kenya or whatever about the whole Martell debacle. And I'm just like, Sheree, you know what? Last year you had a lot of stuff to say about Candy, saying she don't help anybody. You was talking cash mess behind Candy's back, and now you're upset that she has returned the favor to you. Sheree, I just want you to stop, because you're addressing everything but why their clothes that we saw on the runway ain't on your site. You're giving basic two-piece DD's discount outfits. That's what you're doing now. But the pieces that we saw on the runway was exclusive and fresh. How come we don't see those? Why don't we tell the truth about that? While you're out here trying to defend Martell Hope, defend the fact that the pieces we saw on runway are nowhere to be found. Who designed those pieces? Okay. Why didn't they release them for your website? Double Oh, all right. Sheree, you got bigger fish to fry. And you keep on lying to us, telling us that so many people love your stuff that we went in droves and crashed the website. Sheree, yes, people went in droves to get into the website, but the thing is, sis, the website was never up for real. Oh, I want you to stop telling that lie, because I'm starting to think you believe it, stupid. Anyway, Sheree lies and says that Martell previously showed her the messages. And my question, between he and Kenya, my question for you, Sheree, is this. If that was the truth, then why call him over when Kenya brought it up? Why did Martell not remember bringing it up to you? This is odd. If he talked to you about it, why did he not remember sending her a DM at all? Questions that need answered. So Kenya begins to basically tell Sheree, as Sheree is just wanting Kenya to take responsibility for Martell's actions. Kenya is just letting her know, like, you are delusional and you have not learned. Since Slow Bob was insulting you in that vehicle, like, Sheree, you are fake strong. Like, there's no way you couldn't have even stopped or told Martell to stop talking to Kenya crazy. But the thing is, you kind of did stop him when you was like, when he said the comment about, I bet she look at a bunch of people DMs. And to repeat back to Kenya that he said he don't care if he effed her, blah, 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 blah. Yo, are you well? Are you well? Anyway, child, that's all I want to talk about on Real Housewives of Atlanta. What did y'all think about this episode? Sheree is a dingbat from the 80s, and I'm sick of her. I'm sick. I'm sick of this new girl. What's her name? Courtney. Sick of her. Get her off my screen. And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. See y'all next go round. Bye.
Made it. Yeah.